Okay, what was the process of becoming a teacher? So, like I was telling you before, like the decision to go and then going to school and all
Okay.
that.
Um, so the process to become a teacher, I started in high school doing preschool classes where I would teach the like 4-year olds, and we had one-on-one students, and I loved it. And so then I thought, well, I'll go into child development and see the other classes. And so when I went into college, that was kind of my career, was to do elementary education. So I did all the background classes as far as um, like any of the child development, anything that was required for elementary education. And then um, I went into, so I was at the community college and got my associates, and then I transferred up to the U. I ended up having to retake classes, which was frustrating because they weren't upper level the way they were supposed to. No one told me that, so that was frustrating. But it was a lot of volunteering while I was in college. All of my classes required volunteering time where I would have to go into classes, or they would assign us a class and we had to do different things. So I remember one class we had to teach kindergartners a play with music, and that was interesting. And I knew that I didn't want to do kindergarten from then. So it was kind of a long process, but I enjoyed it, so that's what I wanted to do.
Okay. And right now, do you enjoy teaching?
Oh, that's a loaded
I know.
question.
For the most part, do you
Yeah.
enjoy?
Um, so even now, after teaching for 12 years, I still enjoy the main part of teaching. I love teaching the kids. I love getting them to start to understand things, and like where the little light bulb will go off and they realize that they're as smart as I know they are. Um, I love that part of my job. It's very rewarding and it makes it worthwhile. There's a lot of other things that make it not as fun as when I first started, but for the most part, I still enjoy teaching as much as I did when I started.
That's good. I know that. I think, like with any job, you go downhill and being like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Yes. Oh.
Okay. Uh, okay. Do you have to work outside of school? Oh, hold on. Do you have to work outside of what you get paid?
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So my salary is based on my 183 contract days that I work 8 to 4, Monday through Friday on those days. And I put in quite a bit of time, especially before school starts. They give us 3 days to try to get our classroom ready, but it takes me at least a week and a half to get my classroom ready to where I feel comfortable having the kids come. If I just use those 3 days, I would not feel as prepared as I should for my students. And I find myself taking home things to correct because there's never enough time in the day to get those things corrected. So if I want them to have feedback on how they did, I need to take it home or stay late to get it done. And there are times when I have taken stuff on vacation and on the weekends. I try not to with my kids because they're little and I want to spend time with them. And I'm doing better at not taking so much home, but I still find myself doing things outside of what I get paid.
Yeah, that part sucks.
Yeah.
How many hours would you say you work outside of what you get paid? Like on a weekly or monthly basis, whatever.
Okay. Okay. I would say that I work probably about 8 hours outside of what I get paid a week. Usually at least an hour a day, Monday through Friday, that I'm at school, and usually I spend a couple hours on the weekend. It has been upwards of 20 hours a week more, but typically it's between 5 and 8 hours that I work every week outside of what I get paid.
Sounds like my mom. It sucked. I hated it.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you feel you miss out on things with your kids because of this?
um, when I first started, I had my son and he was little, and I took home all kinds of things. And so I felt that even though I was home, I was still spending time with him, but I was getting my work done. And as the years went on, I realized that he was more important than my schoolwork, and so I kind of let it slide. I still take things home and I still do things, but I put my kids first because I think that that's more important. I won't get that time back. So, gonna make me cry.
I know, right? Get y'all emotional.
Yeah.
Okay. How does it make you feel that you have to work outside of getting paid in order to finish the work you have to do?
Oh. Okay. Oh God, that's a hard one.
I know.
I feel most times I feel like it's okay to work outside of what I get paid. I don't have a huge problem with it, but I think the problem comes into that it's that we're almost expected to. So, sorry, I'm gonna. That's the hard part, is that we're expected
No,
to do
absolutely.
more.
Absolutely. That's one of the things with my mom that
Yeah.
I hated. Like, and that's how I felt. Like, I felt every time she was at home. I'm like, you don't have to do this. She's like, yeah, I do have to.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
So,
anyway.
I'll let you